welcome. Part 3, we're looking at relationships, okay? This is a 5-part series. My 5 most important things that should be in a healthy, happy, stable relationship. For me, these are the most 5 important elements, okay? The first one we talked about was trust. Obvious, everything has to be trustful. You have to be able to trust people. You have to be able to have the ability to speak openly and honestly. Communication, two-way communication, hearing each other, being heard, okay? And the third one we're going to talk about today is unconscious resentment, okay? I'm almost sure it's a phrase that I've kind of made up. For me, what does unconscious resentment mean? It's those little times in a relationship where somebody says something or somebody does something that you get, there's a feeling here, there's an emotion attached to it when they say it, but you let go of it. So imagine this for a scenario. You're getting ready, so you and a loved one. So this scenario is about you and a loved one, but it could again, because when we talk about relationships, we talk about all types of relationships, family relationships, intimate, loving relationships, relationships with people at work. So again, this can be any of those scenarios there, okay? So imagine this, you and a loved one are having a dinner party. You're in the kitchen, really busy, lots of banter flying around. You've got guests coming in like literally 30 minutes, you're just doing the last minute prep. And your partner says something. And you catch what they've said, and it was a little bit hurtful, and you kind of catch it and go, oh, wow, that was a bit mean. And you almost go to say something, then you stop yourself and go, I can't do that now because we've got guests coming around in half an hour. But you feel it there, you feel it, it's an emotion, because what they said was just a little bit too far and it hurt, okay? So you let go, or what I say you do is you squish it down, okay? So you get on the dinner party's a success, the people come round, you have a few drinks, you have laughs, you have a great time, mood's lovely, really nice. You may go to bed, you may make love, you wake up in the morning, that really nice soft glowy feeling as you're lying in bed. The next day, again, it's just really lovely, you're having such a great time. And then all of a sudden you remember what was said last night. Damn, I haven't spoke about it, what am I going to do? And the feeling comes back up again and you go, oh, but everything's so nice. Everything's so pleasant. Do I really want to spoil that? So you swallow it again. And there may be 2 or 3 occasions like that over the next week where you go to say something and stop yourself and you swallow it back down. And then all of a sudden you kind of forget about it. We assume that we just forget about it. For me, we don't forget about it. What happens is because we've squashed it down so many times, it then it marks what I call an unconscious resentment. Now, if you've been together with somebody for 10 years and you haven't managed to speak out those moments, there's going to be a lot of unconscious resentment there. Quite often I get people in the therapy room, or couples in the therapy room, that have been together 10 years, 20 years, 15 years, and you see the unconscious resentment straight away as they come in. You see that they have not been communicating with each other. They haven't had that ability to say, last night when you said that was hurtful. You don't want an argument, you just want to be able to express. This is about expression, this is not about argument. For me, sometimes I'll express and I will say before I do it, I don't need a reaction, I don't need you to justify what was said, I just want you to know that when you said it, it hurt, okay? This is how I felt. And sometimes I literally don't need a response. So, and that's what happens, I don't get a response. I just need to be heard. And the other person might say, okay, I hear that. And that's it. Sometimes there isn't even an apology. I don't need an apology either. It's just about me being able to express. And through me being able to express, there should be less of this knocking around. Less of the unconscious resentment. So remember that. It is so important just to be able to say, when you said that, this is how I felt. It's really important, okay? So remember that as you move forward. A lot of these are maybe kind of new tricks for you. So I always compare that to learning a new language. So as you learn these, remember that you're learning something new, and your delivery when you first do them won't be perfect, in the same way that when you speak a new language for the first time, your delivery isn't always perfect. Okay? But give yourself a break. You're trying something new, you're trying to learn new ways of being. Okay? Be happy, be kind to yourself. I will be back with number 4 in just a couple of days. Alright, take care.